Welcome once again, listeners, and this is Fate's Rest. Last time, our adventurers, all three of them went to a place where it's super dark, and then Callie once again gave some sass to a god.
Of course.
And I'll let them take it from there.
I mean, that about sums it up.
Yeah.
Callie's friend Tazul, who's been mentioned a couple of times now, is missing. They're on Callie's island temporarily, but they're about to leave. And it's noon, but it feels like midnight. It's not actually noon. It's like, 2 p.m. or something? But it feels like midnight, darkness-wise, and there's no stars. Which isn't a great sign. And now we're off. Also, there's a stalker god.
He's doing a test. It's fine. Oh, I got a door.
Yes. You'll be stole the door.
Yes.
Well, specifically said borrow door.
Out of curious question, if we for some reason end up in ice cold waters and I have this door, how many of us can fit on this door as a raft if needed?
This is a regular sized door, so probably you'll be.
Okay. Okay, well that's out there. It's good. Thank you.
And y'all are off. Y'all have loaded up onto the giant sea snake and are slithering through the water as fast as physically possible. And
I think
it's actually surprisingly smooth too. It's almost as if you're on a treadmill. It's smooth.
Okay. If it's smooth, I'd like to think maybe an hour in. Might just be like, okay, I'm starting to get sick now.
I think the funniest part about this whole situation, Yulby's all about the boat ride before gets into the water and is like, this sucks. I don't like it anymore.
Sometimes one can hope one's feelings change about how you enter a boat, and then sometimes your body just says, no, this isn't for me, as much as you want it to work.
And y'all are barreling along. Yulby's getting sick, dizzy. And again, every now and then, out the corner of Yulby's eye, even with y'all moving as fast as y'all are, she will see the Watcher. Just every now and then. Not every time anymore, just every now and then.
She will ponder how they work. Are they riding Ray as well, or are they just like out in the distance?
They don't seem to be sitting still, I can tell you that.
Okay. Is it like they're running on water?
That's what it looks like at the corner of your eye.
I think it'd be funny. They just stick an ethereal shelf on somebody and then just ride that shelf. Be like an extra planal transport. Except that would very much be a cat thing to do. Just chunk and then you just ride along.
Yeah, y'all are moving along. I'm gonna need all three of you to give me dexterity saves as y'all hit a big break wave.
How's a 10?
21 plus the 5 from Yulby, that would make it 26.
Yeah, you're right. There is that +5. So that is a 29 because he's currently the Fritz personality.
So Yulby fails.
About to sink.
Knocked loose from Ray and is kind of airborne currently.
So Fritz, seeing you'll be get thrown from this snake, will ask his eagle to catch her and follow.
Snake grows large, or the eagle grows large enough to carry Yulby on its back, and it kind of just midair scoops her up.
It's like talons grab the armored pauldrons of the armor.
Yeah,
Well,
You'll be still holding a door.
very gently.
oh man. Good work, you'll be.
This puts a whole new definition to the door as a jar.
I adore your dedication.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
It's gonna handle the situation.
Yeah.
All right, lock it up. Let's go.
I'm gonna say after about the 2 hours of riding here, y'all make it to this other island. Ray was a lot faster than a boat, so 3 hours turned into 2.
Nice.
This island,
Wait, it was already supposed to be
from side to I said 3.
No, you said 2 originally.
Well, it still took 2 hours then. So whatever. This feels like it was faster.
It was 1 hour and 59 minutes. We saved a minute.
Yeah.
It was faster than 2 hours.
Perfect. Is it dark the whole way there?
Yes, it is. It actually gets darker as the closer you get to the island. And this entire time, all of this is happening, all the way back from the tavern, this little sentient music box is still playing Ragtime Players as y'all are traveling along. In this somber environment, it is playing the most upbeat jazz song you will ever hear.
At some point during this trip, I will ask Encore if they know any sea shanties.
Yes.
Roll your persuasion.
That is a 13.
13. And it starts playing. The closest thing it thinks to a sea shanty is "Row, row, row your boat," and it's just playing it on repeat.
Oh, no.
We don't even have a boat. Just gonna pat it a little bit, like silly little creature.
You've made it to the island, and this island, as far as you can see in either direction, there is island. You can't see, once you get on shore, you can't see left or right. You can't see water anymore. This thing's a pretty big-sized island, and there's not much foliage on there. Not far in the distance, or pretty far in the distance. I misspoke there. Pretty far in the distance, you'll see a small tree line. It doesn't look like much, like a small wooded area off to one tiny little section of the island there. But for the most part, this entire beachhead and open area for miles to see is clear. It's just stone, rock, and grass. Very little sand.
All right, going to I guess before dismounting, I would like to look around and see if there's, I don't know, I guess any hint of where on this island we should be looking for this creature of darkness? Like, is there a darker spot or something?
Anybody who wants to roll can roll me a perception check to look. And I'll say about this time, Yulby and the eagle show up.
Do I get advantage from my height with the eagle?
Yes, actually, you do.
Okay. This is a nice dice.
21.
I got 22, natural 20.
14.
22. 14. Yulby's like, it's darker over here, the whole island.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like an island to Yulby. Yep. You will also note, however, since you're up above, on the far side of the island, just past that tree line, there looks to be some kind of ruin of some kind. It's like manufactured stone or cut stone or whatever. It doesn't seem like it's in any kind of solid piece whatsoever, but it does look like some kind of ruin.
Okay.
For the other two, the darkness seems to be emanating from that tree line. And the closer, it's almost pitch black in that area. You can just barely see the tree line.
All right. Guess I'm just gonna dismount. You know, get onto the shore as much as I can. Look at the others and just.
Mm-hmm.
It seems our heading is straight ahead. That tree line there.
Is the weird ruins over that direction, Tex?
Yes.
Oh, cool. There's weird ruins over that way, too. What about this door?
Well, I think we should get that somewhat established so our reinforcements or fellows can join us with their packs.
Yes.
All right.
So I guess that's what Fritz is going to try to figure out, how to make the door a door that'll work with the tavern.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Phrynos so politely to create us a door frame, pretty please, with a hinge.
Mm-hmm. He molds the earth, and it's about 6.5 foot door frame here. All it needs is a door, preferably one with a handle.
Ta-da!
And I'm assuming Yulby sets the door in the frame.
Yep.
Beautiful.
It fits pretty snug.
I'll jam it in there.
And it opens pretty nicely. It doesn't fall off or nothing. He seems to have molded the stone around that one hinge so the door stays sturdy.
I would like to use my key that allows me to go to the tavern.
Mm-hmm. And you insert that key into a door that didn't originally have a keyhole, but as you get the key near it, there's one appears.
Interesting.
And you just turn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it open and look inside. And if it's the gatekeeper, cool. If it's not the gatekeeper and it's just the bartender, that's fine too. I'm just gonna say, hey, this is the door where we're at. We installed a door here, so just come out this way. And I'm gonna close it immediately and just pull the key out.
As you all step away from the door and give it some space. First, the gatekeeper comes out, and then Pop-Op in a Sperry with a very, very unique-looking tabaxi. Giant hat, big feather, right next to a Sperry. There is... and then behind them, you've got Mr. Ne'er-do-well and Fade. And then Leo and his little angry lion cub.
So I have a
Tiger cub.
serious question.
Yes.
Is the Tabaxi's hat bigger than mine?
100%.
Damn it.
In fact, as the Tabaxi came out of there, the hat got bigger to adjust to make sure it was bigger than your hat.
Sounds about right.
And and then you've got your friend with the fox spirit, your dryad friend. I'm missing one. Well, that's all of them. Yeah. And then the three of you.
So Fritz would like to, at the sight of the Tabaxi, was it that one supposed to be dead?
Rude. You know, that's rich coming from a guy who, you know.
Also supposed to be dead.
Well, this is Fritz, so he's not supposed to be dead. He's the orc.
Well, half
body.
of your psyche is supposed to be dead.
And the Tabaxi holds up her hand in this ring on one of her hands. I don't know about you guys, but it's hard to kill a planeswalker as they show this really fancy ring on their finger. They just had to find me.
Okay, but as a side note, if you happen to die, can I have that hat? It would really make the other personality upset at me.
If you can find it.
Awesome.
As a side note, Row, Row, Row Your Boat is still playing continuously in the background.
Oh, we also can't use that sound because they'll take us down.
So we're just going to need you to imagine it, listeners. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna look off the direction we had decided was the right direction. Just, we know which way we're going.
Yes. The gatekeeper kind of walks up. We're all here. I think from the feels of this aura, he's waiting on us.
I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's something good or bad. Do you think you could elaborate?
The other one is saying that it's very bad, most likely. Probably took
What the other one says.
probably took the time to prepare the battlefield to their advantage, because that's what he
Oh.
would do.
Oh, the battlefield's always to his advantage.
Too bad I can't switch out some spells I've got.
All right. Any advice, gatekeeper?
He looks at everybody.
If you say don't die, I might hit you.
Well, yeah, I've got nothing. He's about 3 times as powerful as I am, so this will be fun.
Yeah, just to be clear, our mission is to try to do the thing with the stone before he can stop us? Or are we supposed to fight him directly?
Once we have made the stone, I think our answer is going to present itself. Last time, this thing was made incorrectly, and it caused all kinds of ridiculous backlash. I think if done properly, with every single elemental with a different pact holder, I think it will be spread out enough to work properly this time.
Well, you do know how to make one properly, yes?
I have made exactly one properly out of about 40 attempts.
Oh, those are really not great odds.
Right, so we're doomed to fail.
This is-
Wonderful. Let's get it over with.
Well, I think
Hold on.
we're doomed if we
There's
don't
one more person
try.
that's going to
So
be joining us. There's one more person joining us. And let's just say luck is on our side. And Jack walks out of the door.
Oh, good. If he wasn't going to be here, I would think you were really dumb.
And Jack comes out in dizzy form. He's like, anybody order a goblin?
well, I was hoping for food, but I guess this will do.
Well, I was
Wait, no,
dizzy
don't do
earlier.
that. He turns off to one side and kind of waves into the air.
Well, actually, before we go, Gatekeeper, could I ask you another question?
Yes.
I know that you have an ability to find certain things. Do you have an ability to find certain people?
Yeah. I do have the ability to find lost people.
Well, my friend and mentor, Tazul, is missing. Would you be able to tell me at least, I don't know, if he's alright or which direction he went?
I think I can tell you he's safe.
He's safe.
He's like, he closes his eyes for a second. You see a little bit of a magic surge. In fact, you may be seeing him soon.
Considering we're about to march into a battle that is not comforting, but thank you.
Yes, well, let's hope it doesn't come to a battle. I don't think any of us would survive.
The other one says you are terrible at pep talks.
I am not the god of pep talks.
One might think you would know how to give one, though. She smirks, and then we'll turn and start walking off the right direction.
I think he says to the rest of the group, is it me, or the more I'm around her, the more she grows on me?
Yeah, you'll be able to shrug.
I think you're alone in this one.
Rude.
So Zug will turn to also leave, but then switch back into the Sig personality.
So,
It literally just changes from orc to taller Viking
Yep.
guy.
so, I do have a question. Are you a god that can
Yes.
help me out change some spells?
Sure. Change whatever spells you need to, I guess.
Well, my thing is like it's limited to as a bond, stats wise, right? I can only do this at the beginning of the day. I'm asking to change out a spell because it's the
A
middle of
single
the day.
spell?
Yeah.
I will give you that, yes.
Oh, sweet.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of locate object and trading it out for something else that might be more useful.
Locate objects not useful. What? No, it has.
Not necessarily in combat.
I was just saying it has its certain uses. Like, there's definitely times when it's really good,
Locate my keys.
right?
Why are they in the freezer?
I know. We might have needed it. What if I had to find another egg? I don't know.
The
Valid.
better question is, why aren't your keys in the freezer?
I don't need keys. I can open up most, if any, door. Usually by force.
That's pretty valid. All right. So, you're walking your way to this forest, and as you get closer and closer, it gets darker and darker. And the gatekeeper summons this swarm of fireflies to light the way.
I mean, I could also use
Oh my gosh,
dancing
I can't
lights.
believe my eyes.
There's millions of tiny little rainbow-colored
Would you say
fireflies.
there's about 10 million?
All right. This time, we do this.
Gonna go ahead and cast
Walks.
light on my staff as well.
That's fair.
I'm gonna cast daylight on my shield. Actually, on my axe. I
Also
like that
fair.
better. Axe, please.
I'm gonna kill you with sunshine now.
You laugh.
All right. So there's all kinds of lights now. Leading first is the gatekeeper, specifically because I think out of everyone here, he's the most durable. So he's leading first. He thinks he can maybe save one or two people if he's up front. If shit goes sideways. And you walk through this forest, and it's... Remember that forest that you passed through while you were on your way to the mountains up north? The forest was dying and decaying everywhere. All of the trees look like they're full of life, but they're that solid black color. And you are making your way through this forest, and there's little creatures running around every now and then, just typical forest life.
Are there any fae
You
that
open
I
up-
see around?
No, you don't see any fae,
I was
actually.
going to ask an entirely different question.
Oh.
Do we go over a river as we go through the woods?
No, you don't. Smart ass. That was first. And you open up to this clearing, and there's this old ruins of some kind of building.
Oh, there's Grandma's house.
And off to the far side of the clearing sits Indian style, cross-legged, floating in the air. A very, very familiar face to Callie.
You said he was safe, gatekeeper. I would hardly say possessed is safe.
Possessed isn't the word I would use. More like whole.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, if my memory serves me and what Leviathan told me is true, this calamity was half of a single creature. The darkness and chaos of one creature. And what was left was all that was good and orderly of it. The thing you, or the person you knew as Tazul.
right then. I suppose. Maybe he'll be more willing to listen to us then and won't stop us?
He hasn't seemed to make a move yet. He is watching us, though. I can feel his gaze upon us.
Can he see?
The Creator, the Father, he sees magic, so he knows we are here. And he is watching very intently.
Shame we don't have anybody who's not magic here.
Well, Gatekeeper, how do we do the thing?
Oh, yes. He reaches in his pocket and pulls out this little seed and flicks it on the ground. And a table kind of grows up out of a tree stump. And it has a little pedestal in the center of it for the Sparkstone. And he puts one that's identical to the one you have in the center of it. Everyone, make sure you have summoned your elemental or your spirit and touch the Sparkstone in the middle.
In their biggest form?
No. Just in a form.
Okay.
Easiest to handle right now. As long as they're touching you.
I'll have Ray on Yobi's head.
So, switch back to Fritz and then call down the eagle, kind of like that falconer's sort of pose.
Good. Either on your arm or your shoulder, it sits there very proudly. But it's a lot smaller, almost the size of like a small red-tailed hawk now instead of an eagle.
I'll summon Phrynos and just set him gently on my shoulder. Little tiny toad Phrynos.
Leo is holding tightly that squirming cub because it wants free. You've got Aspiri, the Tabaxi just kind of has her hand on Aspiri before touching the table, and then everyone follows suit around the table. And they all touch the orb in the center. And you can all start feeling the magic being pulled into this orb. And the Gatekeeper motions for Jack to come over and stand across from him, and they both touch the orb. And I need the three of you to roll me wisdom saves.
Oh. Basically everyone around the table gets to have that +5 from Yobi too.
Nice. That's a lot of rolls I have to make. I have just enough dice out. Kick ass.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Very nice.
Got a 19.
18.
Why are you being annoying?
Well, that's fitting. So everyone on this side rolled higher than a 15 except for the sword boy, the idiot boy. And you're all focusing your magic, and it's this orb's starting to grow a little bit and grow a little bit. And you see him like he stiffens up and like doubles over a little bit. His hand never leaves the orb, but he doubles over a little bit, almost passing out. And he says, you'll hear the Gatekeeper say, again, more. I'm going to need everyone to roll that wisdom save again.
There wouldn't be any chance of my nat 20 getting me to just, like, carry over this time, would there?
What did you roll?
Well, no, it's an 11. Actually, +5, 16.
16, that's enough to pass.
28.
That definitely passes. Yulby looks the best out of everybody at the table.
Did anyone look real
Everyone's-
bad this time around?
Once again, the ne'er-do-well rolled really low. He still looks really rough. But a few of the others, Pop-Op, your Dryad friend, and the Tabaxi, they kind of look a little bit worse for wear. Like it's draining their magic a lot more than they thought.
Mm-hmm.
But this orb in the center has grown to the size of a coconut. And the gatekeeper says, the gatekeeper and Jack both at the same time say, one more time.
Could I cast Bless before?
If you want to cast Bless, go for it.
Oh, that last one was a 13 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna upcast it at 2nd level. I need to hit up all the ones that did bad last round, so Jerk Guy, Tabaxi, Pop-Up, and
Dryad.
Dryad, yes.
The Dryad. Yeah.
They all get D4 added to the roll of their saving throw.
Oh boy, that saved a lot of people this time. What are those numbers for y'all?
19. Actually,
23.
I keep forgetting the +5, so 24. Sorry.
So 24, 15, what was yours, Avon?
23.
23. So everybody but Fritz passed. Fritz just barely holds on, and you definitely feel like that shit hurt. I'm going to need you to take 8 force damage. This drains your magic hard.
He's not affected by that. He's like, whatever.
And this thing is now the size of a watermelon. And it has begun to shape itself into that dodecahedron shape. Almost like a giant D20.
Yeah.
And the gatekeeper says, "All right, everyone, let go." And
We'll do as I'm told.
as you all let
Yeah.
Yup.
as you all let go, this pulse of magic comes off of it. And the next thing you see is each of you is going to be seeing a different scene. Around you, the only ones standing are, in the real world, the only one standing is the gatekeeper and Jack. At the table, you have all fallen over. And I think this is a good point to stop.
Sorry, I just had a old song in my head. So please rate, review. I mean, rate definitely. Review if you can in your catcher if you're choosing. 1 star, mean star. 5 stars, best stars. My brain almost messed that one up. That would have been embarrassing. Let us know what you like and what we need to improve upon, and we'll be happy to see you as we go.
Yeah, and speaking of seeing you as we go, you can also hop on over to Discord and chat with us there, and then we can see you every single day. Well, metaphorically, of course. We're not staring at you, you're typing, and you get it.
But we would see your username, so we would at least see that part of you.
Yes.
I look at it every day.
I mean, you could also check out our social media, Fate's Rest, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Got stuff there too. We can see you if you hit a like button or heart it or whatever.
And lastly, I will leave you with the topic of the week. And this week, this one's going towards our DMs that listen. And I want to hear about the backstories of your best big bad evil guys. I want to hear those. I always love a good story.
I have a mission. I want people to ask me about my greatest mobster ever.
Oh no.
Because that is a story that never got explored, and he has become a fixture in almost every one of my fantasy-based campaigns.
He's great. We know.
All right, and with that, we love you.
We love
We
you.
love
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.